Good day to you.
Good day to you too. Oh no.
Oh, uh-oh. You bit down wrong.
Bit sweet that was. I went right in my tooth. I don't know where the hole in. I don't know.
And good afternoon, chat. Happy Thursday. I have something new I want to show. This is my next paint pouring project, and this one is already sold. It got sold yesterday.
Wait, what an intro, guys.
Yep. And then I did this one yesterday.
That's cute. I like that one.
And then I did one more. This one, I don't know if it really turned out right or not. I'm not really sure this one, but
oh, it's all right. No, she's on fire, isn't she?
So those are the 3 I've completed in the last day and a half. I have one more that also got sold, and it's already boxed up, ready to be shipped out to the other buyer.
So that's 2 that you sold already, isn't it?
And then I have a 3rd going out today. Well, another YouTube creator messaged me yesterday and said how wonderful she thinks my paintings are, and she wants my purple and pink striped one.
Is that the one she decided on then?
And then at some point this weekend, Robbie and another gal are going to do a live stream with me, and we are going to set up an auction for me for the other paintings that I've done. Yeah. Dawn, I have been so happy the last 4 days because, again, Sally and her community have been working with me privately behind the scenes, trying to really get me away from all the negative drama, because that's what was really, really hurting me. And I'm focusing now on all my crafts. And Sally has taught me so much. I'm going to be doing jewelry making like she does. I'm just waiting to get some better funding to where I can get the supplies I'll be needing.
Isn't it One Red Rose? She's a completely different person. And this is who we see behind the scenes. You know, where nobody's winding her up and have you. And again, I mean, I don't have to remind the mods and that you know, no tolerance. But yeah, it's nice to see her smiling and happy, but that's the Mrs. P that we see.
And I'm going to keep it that way. No more going back to the negative drama. No more.
Nope. Yeah.
Well, Angie, let me say one thing more, Sad. I'll let you have your live back. Is to those that I do have blocked, it's not personally and it's not intentional, but again, just due to all the constant hate attacks, for my own protection, I have decided to keep a lot of you blocked, because right now my trust level is just like this, and I'm just so afraid of putting my feet back in the fire and getting burned again and getting hurt. So please understand, those that I have blocked, it's not personal. It's just for my own protection right now.
Yep, absolutely. And you know, this is the way we're building her up, and she will be able to do this on her own before too long.
Thank you for understanding, Angie. I appreciate it.
Exactly, One Red Rose. Absolutely. Hallelujah.
Oh, guess what? My jewelry pendants are here. They just got delivered to the Amazon hub over across the street from where I live, so I have to run over there shortly and go get those.
Oh, she's going to have to go and get them. Have you got the resin as well? Is it just the pendants, or have you got the resin?
It's just the pendants right now.
Okay.
I got to wait till I can come up with a little bit more of this before I can get the resin and the other stuff I need. I want to get myself the resin and the gemstone sand that Sally uses. And then I also have a couple of small, really simple UV lights that I have on my wish list that I want to get at least one of. But again, it just takes a little bit more of this to do that.
But we're getting there.
Yep. One day at a time.
One day at a time, Jesus. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, Sally, I'm going to give you back your floor.
Oh, she's going to be too excited to go running off.
Oh, I'm not off. I'm just gonna let you have your
Okay.
slide back.
Yeah, I'm just going to sit in. If anybody else wants to come up, you can come up and just chat while I'm sat here doing a bit of this. Let me put the link out there again. You know, it's just going to be a chilled one tonight. Hopefully, Funky Friday tomorrow.
Yeah.
What can we do for Funky Friday? Any suggestions? Funky Friday. What are we going to do? See if I can get that. So yeah, it's not free. Here she comes.
Okay, here's something else that I do, Sally, is I make my own handmade greeting cards.
Wow. It's funny you should say that, because that's one thing that I'll be looking at doing. So we can collab on that one. With all the craft stuff that I've just got.
Mm-hmm.
You would have loved it. You would have loved it. Oh, wow. Yeah.
And basically what I do is throughout every year, when I get cards in the mail from my friends and family and so forth, if I keep them like, a good couple of years, I try to put them to use and I recycle them. I cut like the picture on the front out, depending on what the picture is on the card. And I have a little box that I save all those items in. And then when I'm able to afford to do it, I buy the big packages of the multicolored cardstock paper.
Yeah. Oh, Mrs. P. You're at the right place now, aren't you? That's really good. I love upcycling. Brill. That's brilliant.
And then I also try to, maybe once or twice a year, again, financially when I'm able to, I try to go to like the secondhand stores like Goodwill, and I try to look for stickers that represent all the given holidays of the year. And I have a little box I keep all my stickers in.
Oh, look at that. That's cute. You should do them with all the seasons.
I do.
Great. Well, you need to start showing them and getting them up for sale as well. Oh, that's cute.
And that's another used card that I cut out.
Yeah. Not absolutely brilliant. I certainly believe in that. Wow. Yeah, Mrs. P is definitely on the roll.
Yep. Now this needs to be re-glued, but I found some like old art beads the other day.
Oh.
And that one's a St. Patty's card.
Oh.
And again, this one needs to be re-glued. I have to get out my hot glue gun.
Hot glue gun.
Put that back in place.
Oh, see, that's so cute.
And I have all sorts of little brass stencils that I use.
Yeah.
And then here's another one that I cut out of another holiday card from a couple years ago. And then the little stickers on the corners you can buy in craft stores. All they are is green card corner stickers.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Wow.
And then I have some others here that I'll share. Kind of put all my Christmas ones. Here they go.
Oh, wow. That's good. What is that?
And then I got pictures of them, so I put them into the card.
Wow. Oh, that's nice as well. She's very, very talented, this lady. Look at her. Oh, adorable.
And all these are just simple stencils that I use. I got one pencil that I outline them with like black or silver gel pen, and I color in the picture.
Wow. Oh, see, that's so cute.
I have a good busy one red.
Oh, you cute.
And then this one is a summertime card.
Oh, that's nice.
Then here's one that's already done.
Oh, so cute.
And then here's one of my get well cards.
Oh, that's nice.
And again, roses is from another recycle card that I had.
So you wish more people would recycle like that. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, there's my reminder for Robbie.
For Robbie.
And here's another card I recycled. God, that's funny. And then here's another recycle card that I used last year. And I glued that onto a piece of cardstock paper.
Yeah.
And then I cut out old pieces I find online. And I use my printer with my colored cardstock, and I put them on the inside card.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. That's cute.
Let's see, what else do I have that I can show? Oh yeah, here's one for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's another one of my crafts that I do. I do a whole bunch of these.
That's good. That's good. Start getting them. You know, do packages of them.
That's exactly my plan.
Yeah. So you'd like to do a pack of 5, mystery pack of 5, you know, do them in the seasons of what they're meant to be in that, and then get people to buy them. I mean, crikey, if Merv can get people to buy Dollar Tree bloody napkins for, you know, too many dollars, I'm sure we can do handcrafted stuff. Absolutely. She's going to take over me, isn't she, with all her arts? Okay, hang on a minute, Mrs. P. Hold up a minute.
And then I also have my crochet lap blankets that I do and my doilies.
Yeah. Yeah. It's enough to keep anybody busy.
Yep. Hey, keeps me out of trouble and keeps me away from all that negative drama.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'd rather put my time to something productive.
Exactly. There's no point. There's no point. I mean, yeah, sometimes certain things do need to be addressed, obviously.
Oh, Dawn, I bet you could. I bet you could give that person a good run for her money.
Hey, who should give them somebody a run for their money?
Yeah, Dawn says, I could give that lady that sells makeup a run for her money.
Bloody hell, yes. Bloody hell. Absolutely.
Bloody
Bloody hell. That's not even a start, is it? I mean, come on. At least Mrs. P puts effort into hers instead of scratch and sniff.
Yep. You hush. Who asked when he comments on the peanut gallery? Well, Sally, I'm going to step down because Robbie just went live, so I'm going to go.
All right, then.
I will be back.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
And again, chat, for those of you that are new to Sally, if you have not yet subbed to her, please feel free to do so. And thank you. And also, when Sally closes out her live, please give her a thumbs up. Because again, this lady is extremely talented in so many ways, and she has been so helpful to me.
Well, it's not all me. Chris and Julie have helped as well.
Well, yeah, Chris and Julie too. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Julie. I love you, ladies. You have been so great to me.
Oh,
I'll be back, Dawn. I'm just gonna go over and pop in on Robbie. I'm gonna go rate his live, and then I'll be back. So, all right, Sally. Thanks.
See you in a bit, sweetie. All right then. Okay, bye. 50 to 60 pounds. I get told off that I don't charge enough. So I try to say that. You don't know him, Debbie? Oh my God, he's hilarious. Save Robbie. Can someone drop his link? Save Robbie.
Save Robbie is so awesome. He's really been very, very supportive of everything I have been through. I've been through a lot of mental heartache the last several months because of another creator on here that I've known personally all my life. And this person just continues to be a thorn in my side.
And Robbie's sorting her out.
Yep.
Robbie's sorting her out.
Here's my question to a lot of people, Sally, is, does anybody realize that what this kind of damage has done to me mentally?
No, they don't.
And emotionally? And right now, truthfully, I have become very frightened of this creator. And I have had a lot of very difficult nights of having a regular sleep pattern because I've had such ongoing traumatic nightmares from all the years of bullying that I was put through when I was in high school.
And they seem to have followed her over here. She moved away from where she was living because not only was it at high school, but also later on in adulthood when they both lived in the same complex. Well, Mrs.P lived there first, and then the other one moved in. And I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to give her any recognition. But she moved in there, and she continued basically where she'd left off. So Mrs.P and her husband decided it was better for them to relocate, even though they were there first. So that's what they did. And then this bugger, found her on Facebook, and that see Mrs.P was on YouTube, and she turned up like a bad penny, and tried to continue to do it there again on on the YouTube. And some people
I can't get away from her. I have tried, like I said, moving away from her because I was neighbors of this person for 14 and a half years, and due to my mental health, it just was really, really causing my mental health to become so severe that I had to physically relocate. And I moved 2.5 hours north of where she's at. I've had to start my life all over again.
And it's not fair. It's not fair. I don't know why she's she sees the need that she can come on to this platform and
I try so hard, Sally, to stay strong and to keep fighting. But all I want is for that person just to leave me alone. And stop attacking me.
But you see, the trouble with this is that there are so many out there that are just after building. I mean, I've been accused of using her as a weapon, weaponizing Mrs.P and stuff, and we're going to dump her and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Block button. But yeah, we have had our differences, me and Mrs. P. Not going to lie. I mean, we haven't had a fallout row. She has blocked me, so I'm on that big list. I love her. You've not
Sally, as a recent, you have been nothing but helpful. You have given me a third chance at trying to prove myself and help me to better myself. And all you have really done is made numerous helpful suggestions when you feel like I've needed it. And you always come out and tell me, Mrs. P, how would you feel if I suggested this? Maybe this might help you. Or maybe that might help you. That's all you have done is make helpful suggestions on finding ways to help me to better myself. That's all you've ever done is offered your hand in friendship.
Yeah, exactly. And, if people want to read, well, people can read into it, whatever they want to read into it. But, I am naturally a what would you call it? Naturally like
you're like a mother hen.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word.
And I tell you what, there are times when Sally and I talk privately, if she notices I'm even stepping out of line by like even that much, she gets pretty stern with me, and that's the honest truth. She gets really stern, and she actually comes forward and says, if you don't behave yourself, Mrs. P, I'm going to take you over my knee.
I have said that as well.
And I tell you what, Sally does have a very stern side to her. And she lets me know under no circumstances that she's not messing around. And she lets me know when I'm out of line. And when I have crossed over that line, she lets me know.
Yeah. I only give people a certain amount of chances. But oh, here he comes. He's coming. I bet he's forgotten my wine. I could
get that bug. Get that fly, Chris. No. Get that fly.
Oh God, is she chasing a fly again? Oh.
Yes. But again, Sally is a very sweet, very gracious and understanding person. And she has just been nothing but supportive of me.
I've tried. I
Yes,
do
you
try.
have.
We
And
all
I'm very grateful. And I'm very grateful.
I know, sweetie. But we all have, you know, I always say to people, I'm like Marmite, you either love me or hate me.
Mm-hmm.
I can be too much, I can be loud, I can be boisterous, I can get excited.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
You can also get downright mad.
oh yeah. Yeah. And then I cry because I'm so
You have a
angry.
little bit of a temper like me. But again, in no way, shape, or form has Sally ever tried to weaponize me or use me as a weapon or what have you, like everyone else is claiming that she's doing. It's just simply not true.
No. I just tell Waters to
So,
smack his head.
yep.
Yep.
Me, Mr. P.
Yep. Sorry. Yeah.
That's okay.
I get Mr. P to give her a quick, you know, clip around the ear rolls when she's getting a bit, you know.
Yep. Well, like I said, Sally is very honest and she's very blunt. And again, if she even realizes that she sees or hears of me stepping out of line, even by like that much, she lets me know.
Mm-hmm.
I love farm fresh eggs. I had an aunt and uncle many years ago as a child that had a dairy farm, and they raised chickens for eggs.
My back garden used to be covered in chickens. I'm trash. Yeah, I have an Etsy store where I do my jewelry and stuff, my trays.
I was going to ask you, Sally, how do you go about setting up an Etsy?
Ask my daughter.
Okay.
She's just
with my other craft supplies.
She's driving at the moment.
Oh, I know. I see that.
We get her to come up when she picks us up. When she gets home after.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, if you can, you can show her. I'm sure she'd like them as well. I can't wait to see her live. I know she uses Canva. I've got an account with them, so that'd be nice. Look, she says, "Oh, I like it."
Thank you, Trisha. I got several others that are on my wish list that I really, really want, but again, it takes a little bit of this to do that.
Oh, you posted Dawn posted essays ones today. Oh my god, she's gonna love them. What was that person? What was it? Who's that woman? Who's that person that said they had those tarot cards for you?
Oh, me, myself, and I.
Yeah, me, myself, and I. If you're still out there, sweetie, I still haven't had an email. You know, if you want to email me on Come Craft and Chat with Sallyanne, let me just do a banner.
Yeah, I'm excited. And me, myself, if you have tarot cards you're not using, I would like to have them. Ooh, I like the blue tattoo, Sally. That is gorgeous.
Have you not seen my rose?
No, I have not. That's very pretty.
Yeah, that's a cover up.
Is it?
Yeah.
That is gorgeous. And I'm not one for tattoos, but that's really pretty.
Hang on a minute, I'll show you something. There's my email. Okay. There's my email at the bottom there, if you need. But yeah, because I've got that one. And then on the flip side, I've got the seahorse.
Oh, that's pretty. Oh, see, I'm an ocean gal. I love stuff like that.
Seahorses mean a lot to me. I've got another one there.
Yeah. Oh, neat.
And then I've got my pentagon there, and I've got flies on my leg, and I've got a baby tiger on my hip.
You want to see some of the ocean stuff I've got? I have got such a collection. It's not even funny.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's my email on the bottom.
If you are caught picking them off the reefs on our beaches here, it's like a $1,500 fine per item that you take off the reef.
Wow. I couldn't imagine to be that close to a reef.
And then the beach where I also lived, every month, the city where I lived, they do what's called a float drop.
Right.
And there's 7 miles of beach. And they hide these like in the tall grass behind some of the logs that float up out of the ocean water. They put them like directly onto the sand itself. And so this is one that actually my husband bought for us when we got married out of the glass shop. But I actually have one that I found on the beach.
Wow. Where is it?
I'll get that one for you and I'll show you that.
Oh, I mean, our beaches are just dirty and smelly, really.
The beach the year before we moved.
My God, look at that.
I was out on the beach one afternoon doing my agate and rock hounding, and as I was heading back home from the beach, I saw this green ball laying in the sand, and I thought, well, maybe some kid must have dropped their, toy ball. And I walked up, and it was a glass float.
Wow.
And on the bottom, it's kind of hard to tell, but there's like a code number that they engrave when it's blown. And you call the City Historical Center, and you give them that number on the bottom of your float, and they will actually mail you the information as to who blew the float, where the family is from.
Oh my God. So did you get all that?
I did.
Wow. Yeah, I do birthstone joy. It depends what birthstone they are.
And then my husband, he loves dolphins. Dolphins and fish is his thing. So again, through the years that we've been married, especially when we lived at the beach, well, maybe every couple of months we would go into like Goodwill, which is a secondhand store, and we would look for, all sorts of neat little ocean type knickknacks.
Do you know what the ocean? And I mean, I know because I grew up right on the sea, which is not here because I'm right in the middle of the UK now. But One Red Rose. If you message me, then I can. If you email me, I'll have a look in a minute.
Wait,
John.
see that word.
No.
What?
Oh my gosh. Oh, my husband just got a breaking news story from our local news station here. It's sad news. Ivana Trump, first wife of former President Trump, has been found deceased
Oh.
at the age of 73.
Oh. Oh, bless her. Mind up.
That is so sad.
Yeah, she must have put up with a lot from him, the old bugger.
Okay, here's my package.
Oh, you still get them in your jiffy bags?
Yep.
Oh, what you got there? Donald Trump's first wife has been found deceased, Debbie.
Yep.
Get into it.
I'm working at it.
You want my help?
Oh, I got it. Oh, I don't think these are the right pendants that I wanted. Oh, wait a minute, it's there. Hold on a minute, let me. Oh, yeah. I think these will work.
Yes, yep, they will. They will. They've got a little lip on them, have they?
Yes.
Yep, that'd be fine. And what you need to do with them is, I know that you want the crystal sand, but I don't know if you'll get it over there. But remember the paint that I use that does these?
Uh-huh. I've got the resin on my Amazon wish list.
But you know that paint that does these, Mrs. P?
Uh-huh.
I can find it. You know?
Oh, yeah.
That paint, you can get that paint, and that, I mean, that's all I put in these a lot of the time.
Uh-huh.
You see it?
Now, I love that. That's pretty.
No,
Now, that's the resin?
No, that's the paint that's made that colour, and then the resin on top.
What kind of paint do you use? Just the regular acrylic or?
No, it's a special paint. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me just do a bit more of this, and then
Okay, it's fine, all right.
it's the Pablo. He
Pablo?
hasn't brought any food down with him. I'm hungry.
Oh, no, check.
I'm hungry.
Mhm.
They have no clue in or when if they'll ever get that medication.
Okay, you'll have to put it in a call to your specialist.
Well,
You'll have to call
the,
me.
the pharmacist.
Be careful if it's private information, guys.
Oh, yeah. I'm just talking about my husband's medical specialist.
Yeah,
He's having some issues getting a particular medication that his doctor prescribed him, and the pharmacy over here apparently does not keep it in stock. And
Into the special order.
I had that trouble with my brain tumor tablets
Mhm.
because it's a rare drug, and I said to them, I'm going to be on this for the rest of my life. So
Mhm.
now they order it in specifically just for me
Mhm.
because it's an expensive drug. But
So
Right.
They told me to try Walgreens.
Okay.
Call them and see if they have it and if they're
Mhm.
able to fill it.
anyway, but again, he's going to have to call his doc ordered for him because this pharmacy, the prescription was filled, but they just can't fill it because they don't carry that particular medication.
I mean, that's the pain in most of it, isn't it? It's the fact that be careful with the drugs.
Well, one thing that I have not been very open about with my husband is he was born with a very different
careful.
genetic metabolic disorder as a child, and it's something that a lot of people are born with that they are not aware of until they do what's called a stick heel blood test.
Just be careful, Mrs. P. You don't want to give too much information out there.
Right. I'm just saying that my husband was born with a rare metabolic genetic disorder,
Mhm.
and it's lifelong, and there's no cure for it.
Yeah.
So he's on specialized medications for that particular issue.
Apart
But
from
it's
the fact
not
that
something
he's
he
married to
doesn't
such a lovely woman. He's married to such a lovely woman. That's what that's what makes it all worth it.
have. Mhm.
Sorry, I had to say that. Yeah. And it's awful the fact that we have to think about what we're saying.
Right.
You know, it is a shame because we should. People and they say that we weaponize, but they get something and they run with it and they run with it. To
Oh
the
yeah.
hill.
Oh yeah.
And that's just.
And my husband as well. Like I said, he has health issues himself, and
Oh, what's that noise?
oh, that's my washing machine.
Oh, you've got singing. Mhm.
It was gifted to us by my husband's family when we married.
Aw.
That's the only smart thing my husband's family ever did for us. The washer and dryer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, would you put these back for me, honey?
Nope,
Since
can't
you're
do it.
over
No,
that
no, no.
in that direction, please.
And then tell me one at a time.
See, this is a process.
I have a China to keep all my ocean stuff in.
Uh-huh. No, I mean, I love, when I go down to see my dad's, because it's right, we're right on the beach.
Mhm.
Before I leave my dad's, I have to go to the beach and I just have to ground myself. I have to, the last time,
Dad and I have like a old set of, when I say the way my beach clothes, I have like an old pair of beat up jeans and a t-shirt, and I have a beat up pair of sneakers that I wear on the beach because we do get a lot of jellyfish,
Mhm.
and it's very dangerous to walk barefoot on the beaches
oh,
here.
God, yeah.
But I walk in the water to do my agate and rock hounding.
Uh-huh.
I got 14 and a half years worth of rock and agates.
Wow.
I'll just show you a little bit of my collection.
You got rocks on your head, woman.
Mr. P! How very dare you, Mr. P!
Well, that's better than what that little kid said to us on the beach one day.
I don't want to know.
Ugh.
I'll tell you, some of these kids are dragged up, they're not brought up.
Yeah. Okay. This here is called sea glass.
Oh my God, you have got to be, and you picked that up yourself?
Yep.
Do you know
Yep.
what?
And I got the bottle at Goodwill.
Listen, I have to go and buy mine but I have to go and buy my sea glass.
Oh, do you? Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I don't have any blue. I don't think it's all.
Yeah, you do. Put some blue in there.
No,
somewhere.
there isn't. It's all brown, white, and green, honey.
Yep.
And all it is broken up glass that people toss, glass bottles or whatever into the water, and after so many years, it softens.
Shall I tell you? I'll tell you a story about our sea glass here. It depends where you get it from, okay? To the fact that we had what we used to have many years ago. Oh, look at that! I can't believe Annabelle went to wherever she went, Greece, and she said, "Mum, I found some sea glass. It was these tiny little bits." Look
Now,
at
this
that.
is pretty soft and has really nice edges around it. And
This is
there are a lot of the stores in the area. Oh, yeah.
I'll
Yep.
teach you how to do that with them, so you can make pendants with them. You can sell them.
Yeah. That's what I want to do. It's called reference jewelry. A lot of the
Oh.
stores where I lived on the beach, get a lot of that.
Yeah, you can. We have to buy it because I'll tell you what happened. Hi, Trish.
Hi,
You're welcome, sweetheart.
Oh, hang on. I got to mute.
Oh, yeah, you.
There we go. Oh, I like that.
Oh, wow.
You can actually paint that,
Oh, you could napkin that one, couldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Take a polish.
You can use decoupage.
Oh my God.
Or you can even paint pour that.
And then a neighbor of mine who was a drinker, another
Wow.
neighbor, used to save all these bottles for me when he got done with them, and I use them for my agates.
That's a good jar to be using that for, because I collect a lot of crystals too and stuff.
Called Crown Royal.
Mrs. P, you know what you should do with those rocks? You should paint little, either paint porn or paint little things on them, like messages, and so people can find them. They can
It's
keep them.
kind of hard to do. I'll show you one that's one of my favorites. And it's called red marble jasper.
You can write on there like a phrase that says, "You're always beautiful," and then like put it somewhere for somebody to find it, and it'll make their day.
They do that over here. Do they do that there as well?
Yeah, they do.
Because I went
That's the coloring in it.
oh wow.
That's what it looks like when it's wet.